No matter your mistakes or your past, God's love for you remains unshaken. We've all been there, those moments when guilt and shame seem to overwhelm us. We question ourselves, our worth, and sometimes, even if God still loves us. When life doesn't go as planned and mistakes pile up, it's easy to believe that we've strayed too far. But here's a reminder for you today: God still loves you. It doesn't matter how far you think you've gone. God's love reaches you right where you are. God's love is not conditional like ours. His love is steadfast, unwavering, and beyond our comprehension. It's easy to hear this message in church or on a podcast and let it pass by, but the truth is, God's love doesn't change based on our circumstances. We see this vividly in the story of Hosea. God told Hosea to marry someone who would be unfaithful, a symbolic reflection of God's own relationship with his people. Just like Hosea didn't give up, God does not give up on us. Even when we stray, his response is to draw closer, not to abandon us. Sometimes, we think that when we make mistakes, God distances himself. But the truth is the opposite. He chases after us, just as Jesus pursued those who were broken, outcast, and lost. He dined with sinners and walked alongside those the world considered unworthy. And just like that, he comes to you, even in your imperfections. When we stumble, when we lose our way, God's love remains steadfast. It's not based on how good we are. It's not withdrawn when we fail. His love is unchanging, just as he is unchanging. In the story of Hosea, we see that love comes with a cost. Hosea had to buy back his wife after she had gone astray. In the same way, God paid the ultimate price to redeem us through Jesus on the cross. We may not always feel worthy of this love, but that's the beauty of it. We don't have to earn it. God's love is a gift, freely given. And like Hosea, he pursues us relentlessly, no matter how many times we turn away. He loves us not because we deserve it, but because that's who he is, a God of steadfast, unshakable love. So, when you feel like you've failed or gone too far from God's grace, remember this: he hasn't left you. His love is still pursuing you, just as it did yesterday, just as it will tomorrow. The Bible reminds us in Hebrews 10 that Jesus' sacrifice was once and for all, securing your place in his heart forever. Let's take a moment to reflect on that. Pray with me, or if you're watching in silence, simply rest in the knowledge that God's love for you is eternal. God, we thank you for your unchanging, steadfast love. Even when we falter, you remain faithful. Help us to remember that we are loved beyond measure, not because of who we are, but because of who you are. Draw us closer to you every day, and let us rest in the assurance that your love never fails. Amen. God's love is unshakable, unconditional, and everlasting. Hold on to that truth. Subscribe for more messages of hope.